सतस्य श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत श्रीला श्री महाराज एवं नित्य लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णु अष्टोत्तर सदस्य श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत श्रीला श्री महाराज अभय चरण कमलों में अनंत षष्टम धन्यवाद ज्ञापन करता हूँ। तत्पश्चात नित्य लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णु अष्टोत्तर सदस्य श्रीमान भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज एवं उपस्थित समस्त वैष्णव के चरण कमलों में मेरा यथायथ धन्यवाद प्रणाम स्वीकार हो। बहुत आनंद रस
I am very happy that we, under the shelter of the Gurudev's shelter, we are sitting here. There's a picture, Ram. There's Ramji, Ram Sita. Ayodhya. Oh, okay, they put a picture of Ram, I think, yeah. Yes, if you put Radha Krishna, it's good. ઓલી ઉપર છે થોડું ડસ્ટ સાફ કરી દે તો થોડું થઈ ગઈ. Tarun is there, she can translate. No, this one, कोई नहीं बोला तुमने. इन जगह ना ये तीन बार busy. So this human life is, Prabhuji just did a kirtan, Durlabha Manava Janama. So, in the, so many lifetimes, 80 millions of lifetimes, now we got human body. Prabhuji ऊपर बैठे. Come and sit next to me. Listen to the Hari-katha. તમારા સનને બી બેસાડો. So, pass it on to Tarun.
ये मनुष्य शरीर ऐसे नहीं मिली है.
So since we just get him number, we got it only after 8,400,000 species.
इसके लिए पद्मपुराण भी स्टेटमेंट देते हैं.
The Padma Purana gives a statement for that. The scriptures it says,
कोई विश्वास करे अथवा नहीं,
you may believe it or not.
कोई आस्तिक हो,
May you be theist or atheist. You understand? Atheist or theist. What is astic? Astic means someone who has faith in God. Theist.
जो भगवान के विश्वास करने वाले इसको आस्तिक कहते हैं.
The person who has faith in God is called astic.
ईश्वर परकाल आत्मा के विश्वास
And those who don't have faith in the soul, in God, in the next life, it's called atheist.
आस्तिक हो अथवा
So one may be atheist or theist, but
अच्छी तरफ से यह समझ
we must understand very nicely that
यह मनुष्य शरीर
this human birth is really rare to be attained.
जिसके लिए पद्मपुराण कह रहे हैं.
Padma Purana says,
जलजा
Chalja Lavalakshmi Stabara Lakshmi Sati
कृपया दर्शन करो.
Krimaya Rajasankaka.
30 लक्षाणि पक्षिणः 20 लक्षाणि
number of species of all different animals, 400,000 kinds of human beings. This sloka is given Jana Jana Lakshmi. It starts like this. There are many kinds of insects and fish in the water. 900,000 species like that. 900,000 birds we had like this. Then Stavara Laksha Vinshati. Stavar is plants, trees that don't move. 2 million birds like this. So how many in total? 2 million plus 900,000. Then Rudra Sankaka means 1,100,000. Insects of worms to 1,100,000. Like like stool worms, like this kind of worms, small worms called krimi. So 1,100,000 is kind of a species. So, Rudra Sankaka means 1,100,000 species like this, birds like this. Then 3 million species as animals. And then after that, One million species like birds. So how many? 8 million species. How many yet? So 400,000. 400,000 human beings. And so-called human beings. So-called human beings. So many that have 2 hands and 2 feet, but they spend life like animals. Have you heard about Silpanji? Like baboons, those kind of primates. They are like human beings. They have 2 hands, 2 legs, but they live like animals. Baboons means always spend their lives in mating, eating, sleeping, defending, and mating. But now we got this human birth. We can do some spiritual life, Bhagavad Bhajan, with the human body. We can get the association of the sadhu. Without the mercy of Ram, you never get sadhu sangha, and with sadhu sangha, you get good discrimination. Without the mercy of Bhagavan, you cannot get the association of the sadhu. And even if you see a sadhu, you cannot get benefit if you're not receiving the mercy of Bhagavan. That's why sadhu sangha, real sadhu sangha, is only available by the mercy of Lord. What is the meaning of sadhu sangha? The moods of the sadhu. So to attain the moods of the sadhu, you have to give up your ahankar, your ego. What is the ahankar, the ego we have? For example, you think, I'm so knowledgeable, I'm a pandit, I'm a Gyani. There are 4 kinds of abhiman, of ego, that the living entities they have. Which ones? Take birth in a high family. This one kind of abhiman, ego. Second, knowledge. If someone gets some knowledge, they also have so much abhiman, ego. And astrology also opulence. If someone has too much money, they also have so much ego. And 4, someone has a lot of beauty. So with these 4 kinds of abhimans, egos, or pride, the beings become completely intoxicated and they cannot attain Bhagavan. So you must stay in the good association of the pure devotees, sadhu sangha, and do bhajan. And the more bhakti you have, what is the symptom? If somebody has bhakti, naturally the person will become very humble. Nada pisunichana.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Shiksha
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Shikshastika, third verse, he describes this.
Trinadapi Sunich,
Trinadapi Sunich,
Trin se bhi
more humble than a blade of grass.
Trinadapi. देखो Trin घास में ही
The blade of grass also has an ego.
में क्या अभिमान है?
Which kind of ego? Abhiman. It thinks, I am a grass. So, like this bodily conception is there. If you step on a grass, blade of grass, the grass will go against you, to like protest against you. For example, like, why do you step on me? Why do you step on me? And that's why you feel that pain, because the grass is actually like an needle giving you that pain, you know? Because the grass also has the Atma body conception, but you should be more humble than a blade of grass. Trinadapi Sunichana. It's easy to speak, but to really follow that in your life, it's really, really, really hard. Tadora Bisayishna, you must be tolerant like a tree. Tolerant like a tree.
टॉलरेंस पेड़ से भी और भी कैसे होनी चाहिए टॉलरेंस होना चाहिए
More tolerant than a tree.
यदि कोई टॉलरेंस
Sorry, actually nobody can be more tolerant than a tree. Can anyone be more tolerant than a tree? No, impossible. To be more tolerant than a tree. You can see a tree is standing in one position, in one place, enduring rain, cold, hot, heat, pain. Its leaves are burning with the sunshine, but still it's there. Even if there's a fire coming, the fire might burn half of the leaves of the tree. Still, the tree has to stay there and endure the fire. Feeling thirsty and not getting water. So, trees are so tolerant. But the tree has a very, very great thing about the trees, which is trees are always doing things for others, because the whole body of the tree is for others, is used for others. For example, if we take an axe to cut that tree still gives you shade. Even if you use an axe to cut the tree, the same tree will also give its good fragrance to that axe. For example, a sandalwood tree. Sandalwood tree, even if you cut the sandalwood tree, that good fragrance, the perfume of the sandalwood, goes straight to the axe. You know, the axe becomes so fragrant. Also, shade, she's giving, the tree is giving everything for the others, everything for others. That's why Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said, tolerant like a tree. Amanina manadena, give respect to others, give honor to others, respect to others. But give up desire to be honored and respected. Then the holy names, pure holy names will appear in your mouth.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Human birth is so rare, so rare. So attaining this human birth, if we haven't done Krishna bhajan, we have no benefit in attaining this human birth. Everyone is like trying to earn money and accumulate money, but when the time comes, all this opulence we have to leave behind and go from this material world. Is it one coin will go with you? Not even a small piece of thread and a needle will go with you after that. You know all that, so why do we waste our times then, if we know that? So a sadhu is also collecting money, and a grihastha also collecting money. What's the difference between both? You tell me. You tell me, what is the difference between them? So when the sadhu is accumulating money, is for building temples, for example, then so that thousands of people can come and benefit their souls in those projects. But a normal grihastha, when he's accumulating money, is actually for their children. If you have good children, then they use that money in the service of Bhagavan. Otherwise, they'll waste all your money in drinking and other intoxication. So what will be the benefit? So much effort, you earn that money, collected that money in your life. And you gave to that. So you give your money to that children, which is not good children, and they wasted all your money. So it's useless. Your earning money was useless. Your accumulating money was useless. You didn't get any benefit. Where things very rare number, and they have not served Krishna. To whom can I tell my sorrows? So, for example, if you made a house of 7 storages, or a building, right, of 7 storages, so if you die on the last floor, the top floor, okay, then first your body is brought from the 7th floor to the 6th floor to the 5th floor. Your body is brought, then third to second to the 1st floor to the ground floor. Like your body will have to come down. Okay? And then after the ground floor, then your body is brought to the ground floor. Brought to the ground floor, according to the Hindu scriptures, your body is kept in the Tulsi Tala, which is like next to the Tulsi leaves. So from the Gurudev is making now relation between the floors of the house or the building. For example, Tala it's called in Bengali. So first you come from the top Tala to the top level, and then you come to the Tulsi Tala, like next to the Tulsis. And then you are brought by 4 people to the crematorium. They bring your body on their shoulders and you're brought to the samsara. So now it's called Dharma Tala. So it means even if you have many storages house, the end of your life is also you also need to go to crematorium. That's the meaning. Your body will be burnt as well. So this is the result of or the conclusion of everyone's life. So when you understand that, when you really have this understanding, then you will not go to this Maya of this material world. You not get caught in Maya. This material world is just like this song explains. I spend my life in these illusions of this material world. What is the result of my body? It's going to be the feast of dogs and jackals that will eat my body in the cemetery, otherwise burned by ashes. This is says in the Bengali Kirtan of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. It's actually described in the Kapila Devata Sambad or Srimad Bhagavad He explained this in his song in Bengali. There's many verses in the Bhagavatam that are the inspiration for Bhakti Vinod Thakur to write this song. So the meaning of this our life is to Bhagavad Gita. I'm not saying you have to give up your family anyway. No, I'm not saying you have to not to love your parents and siblings and children. No, I'm not saying that. Stay with your family, yes. How to stay with your family? How? One pointed. Krishna should be the center of your life. Remember that word. I'm telling you the meaning. Krishna Kendriya, what is that? What's the meaning of being Krishna Kendriya? Krishna should be the center of your life. If you don't have the data of Krishna in your house, if you don't have Krishna in your house, if you don't worship Krishna in your house, and then you worship everyone else, everything is in vain, it's useless. Because the origin of all Dharma religion is Krishna. Remember this verse. Dharma Mulam Hi Krishna means the origin of all the religion is Krishna.
If you don't have Krishna in your house, it's useless. Where are you going? Sit down, please. I'm coming back. Whatever you do, you should always have Krishna with you. If you don't have Krishna in the center of your family, you're not getting anything in your life. Who is giving everything? It's Bhagavan actually, he's giving. Even the demigods and demigoddesses. Like Ganesh, for example. Ganesh is known as being Siddhidhata. He gives the perfections. But where he's taking these perfections from? From Krishna Bhagavan actually he's taking. When Ganesha performs his prayers to the feet of Bhagavan and he pays pranams in the feet of Bhagavan, he bows his head to God, to Govinda, Krishna. What happens? Krishna puts on his shoulders, on Ganesha's shoulders, his own feet. So he puts his feet on the shoulder of Ganesh, and in this way Ganesh gets all these mystic perfections and things like that. So this is what he gives to the people. After getting this from Govinda, he gives to the people. This verse of Brahma Samhita explains clearly. So Ganesha is praising Govinda with his prayers, for example. Govindamani Purusam Tamaham Bhajami Govindamani Purusam Tamaham Bhajami. Brahma Samhita. Lord Brahma himself is praying like this to Govinda. Govinda ke charan. Govinda means cow. Go means cow. Go means Brahmana. Go means Vedas. Go means all the senses as well. Vindati means one who gives happiness and bliss. Means that one who gives happiness to all the cows, senses, everyone. He gives bliss. He's called Govinda. His name is Govinda. If you haven't worshipped Govinda, you're not getting anything in your life. Have you already made the Gauriya Gita Gucha in Gujarati language? You should do it. Then people can hear, can sing also the songs, the Bengali songs and all, but in the Gujarati fonts and lyrics as also. So, and then this Gauriya Gita Gucha may reach everyone. This is your responsibility to manifest Gauriya Gita Gucha in Gujarat. This is your first responsibility. Do it. This is very, very important. Very, very important, necessary to do so. Gauriya Gita Gucha in Gujarati language. Because the Gauriya Siddhanta is topmost Siddhanta, very high class Siddhanta. If you don't understand the Siddhanta of Mahaprabhu, you cannot enter the path of Bhakti actually. People go here and there and hear Hari-katha here and there and speak things that they heard here and there, but it's not proper. You have to follow the path of the Mahajans. And Gauriya Gita Gucha is also known as Mahajan Padavali, means the prayers, the poems written by these great Mahajans. Well, who is a Mahajan? Mahajan is the person completely immersed in Krishna Bhakti. Someone who only knows Radha and Krishna, nothing else. That person is known as Mahajan. The Bhagavatam describes 12 Mahajans, mentions 12 Mahajans. How many? 12. Who knows this verse? He sang de do Pramada, Swayambhu Narada Sambhu, Kumara Kapila Manu, Pralado Janako Bhishma, Balit, Vayasaki, Vayam. Jam Maharaj himself told this verse. We have 12 Mahajans. Swayambhu, Lord Brahma, Narada, Shiva. Swayambhu means Lord Brahmaji. Shambhu is Shiva. Narada is Narada. Srila Maharaj, Janak Maharaj, Bhishma Pitamaha. Four Kumaras, Kapil and Manu. Kapil Dev Bhagavan. Kumara, Kapila, Manu. For Kumaras, Kapil Dev, Manu. Manu is the first son of Brahma that came from his mind. Manu. Manu. Then Prahlada, Janak Maharaj, and Bhishma. How many already? Have you counted? You didn't even count. You didn't count, so how do you know? Swayambhu Narada Sambhu 3, Kumara Kapila Manu 6, Prahlada Janaka Bhishma, Balir, Vayasakir, Vayam. Balir, Bali Maharaj, Vayasaki Shukadeva, Vayam, Jam Maharaj. So there you go, 12. So Vayasaki is Shukadeva Goswami. And Jam Maharaj is Vayam. The end of the verse he mentions himself, me. So you should memorize this verse. Swayambhu Narada Sambhu, Kumara Kapila Manu, Prahlada Janaka Bhishma, Balir, Vayasaki, Vayam. Vayam means me also, myself. Jam Maharaj is saying me because he is telling about himself and me also, one of them. This verse is recited by Jam Maharaj. Jam Maharaj is the presiding deity of the dead. Because Jam Maharaj himself told this verse. So he said it then. So we are 12 Mahajans, I'm the 12. Vayam means we. Who is saying this verse? Jam Maharaj is saying. We are 12 Mahajans. And even higher than this, than that is Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, higher than those. Narottam Das Thakur. They are topmost Mahajans. What is the meaning of Mahajan? Generally also, those who are money lenders, they also call Mahajans. Money lender, those who give money to borrow money to others. Those who borrow money, you know, give loan of money to other people. They are taking interest. They are called, people call them Mahajans generally in the past. But here, Mahajan, who is called Mahajan? Who has Krishna Prem. Someone who gives Krishna Prem is called Mahajan. For example, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami also, Raghunath Das Goswami also, Narottam Das Thakur also, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. These kinds of people, they are called spiritual Mahajans. So if we sing these kirtans that they wrote, Bhakti will come in our hearts. Like you just did the kirtan of Govinda Das. He was saying, Vajahoya Mana. I'm saying on my mind. You should worship Govinda. Worship Govinda, my mind. To whom you should worship? Nanda Krishna. Why he saying this? Because he has realized, Govinda Das has got the realization. Because he used to worship Durga first. So listen to the story.
किसके आराधना करते
First,
थे?
Govinda Das used to worship Devi Durga first in the beginning. Devi Durga.
जीवन में कुछ नहीं मांगा।
He never asked anything from her.
जब वृद्ध
Never.
हो गए
But
गोविंद
when he
दास,
got old, Govinda Das,
दुर्गा देवी के बोले माँ
Yes.
मुझे
Durga,
मुक्ति दिला
Mother,
दो।
please
क्या
give
दे
me
दो?
liberation, Mukti.
उस समय देवी
At
कहने
that time,
लगी,
Devi told him,
हे गोविंदा मैं
Hey
आपको
Govinda,
मुक्ति दे नहीं सकती।
actually we cannot give
जितने
liberation.
भी देव
All of us,
देवियां
all God
हैं,
and goddesses,
ये मुक्ति देनी है।
we cannot give liberation.
धर्म अर्थ
And come, we can only give these three.
वो भी गोविंद से लेकर के।
Means and
मुक्ति
religiosity,
कौन देने वाले हैं?
sense gratification, and economic development. But actually, we take from Govinda to give to others. The only real person who can give Mukti, liberation, is Mukunda, Krishna. Mukunda means one who gives liberation.
अब वो गोविंदास कहने लगे मेरे पास सब कुछ है।
Govinda Das said, I have everything.
हम संपत्ति लेकर के
I
क्या
have
करेंगे?
wealth,
छोड़
so
के चले जाएंगे।
what am I going to do for that? I'll have to die and leave this world.
तो मुक्ति देने वाले कौन
So
है?
who can give liberation?
गोविंद। गोविंद
Govinda.
के नाम है
One of the names of Govinda is Mukunda.
मुक्ति ददाति जैसा इति।
Madaki Jasa Iti Mukunda.
इसका कुछ समझने के प्रयास
Try to understand that.
करें। तब उन्होंने कहा कि देवी कहने लगी हम लोग मुक्ति देने वाला नहीं है।
But we are not giving liberation. We
एकमात्र
cannot
जो
give
है
liberation.
मुकुंद गोविंद।
Only Mukunda Krishna can
अगर
give.
तुम यदि चाहते हो मुक्ति क्या
If
करो?
you really want Mukti, then
एक गोविंद के भजन।
you should worship Govinda.
मुक्ति के ऊपर भी कहा जाता है पंचम
Above
पुरुषार्थ।
Mukti is actually Pancham Purushartha, Krishna Prem, the fifth goal of human life. Krishna Prem.
पंचम पुरुषार्थ कृष्ण प्रेम कौन देंगे?
Who can give Pancham Purushartha Krishna Prem? Only Bhagavan can.
इसे करें। भजहु रे मना श्री नंदन आयो चरणारविंद श्री गोविंद के भजन करें।
So we should worship Govinda.
गोविंद के भजन करें सब कुछ
If
प्राप्त
you
हो
worship
जाए।
Govinda, you're going to
रिद्धि
get
सिद्धि
everything.
दान संपत्ति
All the wealth, all the spiritual perfection, the mystic
ऐसे
perfection,
नहीं कि
everything.
केवल
It's not that
प्रेम
you only get
प्रेम के
Prem.
बारे में जानते नहीं हैं।
People don't know about Prem.
किंतु प्रेम किसको प्राप्ति हो जाए?
If
धन
someone
संपत्ति
gets
अपने
Prem,
आप
of course, wealth also will come to you.
इसलिए स्वयं गोविंद के चरण में रिद्धि सिद्धि आदि विराजमान है।
Actually, all this mystic
इसलिए
perfection here at
भगवान
the feet of Govinda.
गोविंद के कहा जाता है तीर्थ
So
भगवान
Govinda
का
is called
क्या
Tirthapad.
कहा जाता है?
What is his name?
तीर्थपाद।
Tirthapad means all the Tirthas, the
धन
pilgrimage
संपत्ति
places.
सब गोविंद के
Wealth,
चरण में।
everything is at the feet of Govinda.
इसलिए घर में
So in your house, you should worship Govinda in your house.
गोविंद के यदि घर में नहीं रखा
You don't have
उनको रख
Govinda in
दिया
your house, but you have everything else. You don't get any benefit in your life.
और वही गोविंद आपके सब कुछ रक्षा कर
Govinda will protect everything you have. Try to think that. Try to understand that.
अंत में ये दिया जाता
So
है
the Siddhanta is given that
ईश्वर परम कृष्ण
explains that Ishvara Parama
सच्चिदानंद
Krishna is
विग्रह
Sachidananda.
अनादिरादि गोविंद सर्व कारण ईश्वर गोविंद की भजन करें। जब तक गोविंद की नहीं भजन करें कोई देवी भी आप
If you
कुछ नहीं
don't
कर सकते।
worship Govinda, not even
ये
demigods
देवी
cannot
आपके
do
सब कुछ
anything
एक
for
दिन
you.
एक दिन छोड़ कर चले
One day, actually, all these demigods will leave
क्योंकि
you.
उनके तो पद रखा गया
Because
ऊपर
actually,
जितना।
they only have that position for some time. Not the
देखो देव
demigods,
देवी
they
के
have
पद से परमानेंट पद
position.
नहीं
It's
है।
not a permanent position they have. It's like a post.
जैसे
It's not
मुख्यमंत्री
permanent. For
प्रधानमंत्री
example,
योगी
if
पद
someone who
रहते
has a
हैं
president,
उनके
a prime
कार्यकाल
minister,
कुछ समय तक रहता
only for some time he has that post.
है रहते हैं। प्रधानमंत्री के कार्यकाल कितने दिन का रहेंगे?
For example, the prime minister, it's for 5 years, he's a prime minister.
5 साल के बाद
After
बन भी
5
सकते
years,
हैं, नहीं बन सकते।
he can continue being prime minister, maybe yes, maybe no.
इलेक्शन में हार गया तो
Maybe if he loses the election, then he will not be again prime minister.
है कि नहीं?
True or not?
अथवा बन भी गया तो उसके पार्टी यदि स्ट्रांग नहीं हो और उसके नीचे गिरा दे
He got that post, but maybe then his party is not strong, and then he was taken from that position.
इस जगत ये एक जो आप इसलिए कह रही हैं
So what I'm saying
काली
is
शिव
that
दुर्गा
Kali,
आदि
Shiva, Durga, all of them,
बहुत विशेष
they actually, it's just a position, a post.
और भगवान गोविंद की इच्छा से वो
But
पद
by the
प्राप्त
desire of
भगवान से
Bhagavan,
पद
they got the position of post.
इसीलिए समझने के प्रयास करें।
Try to understand that.
एक व्यक्ति ब्रह्मा जी के पद कब तक
One
रहेंगे?
person will stay in the position of Brahma for how long? Do you know?
उनकी जीवन की
You don't
100
know?
साल तक।
For 100 years of life of
After
Brahma.
100 years,
After 100
ब्रह्मा
years,
जी रिटायर।
Brahma will retire.
जब रिटायर हो जाएंगे तो काम हो जाए। इस संसार
He
में
will
भी
retire.
देखिए
We can see also.
एक प्राइम मिनिस्टर
Someone who
5
becomes the
साल
prime
के बाद
minister.
यदि
After 5
पद
years,
नहीं उसको क्या कहेंगे? एक्स लगा देते हैं।
if it doesn't
Prime
continue that
Minister.
position anymore, then he's called
Ex
ex-prime
financial
minister,
minister.
ex-financial minister, and so on.
जब तक पद में थे बहुत सम्मान होते थे।
When he was in
लेकिन
that
जब पद
position,
से
he was
हट जाते
being honored.
और अपनी उनकी मर्यादा नहीं
But
मिलती।
if he's not in that position anymore,
फैसिलिटी
he won't get the same facilities, not the same honor.
ठीक उसी प्रकार
In the
से
same way,
देव देवी जो आप बता रहे
the
हैं,
demigods and
जिसके
demigoddesses.
शास्त्र में वर्णन है कितने हिंदू शास्त्र में कितने देव देवियां हैं?
In the Hindu scriptures mentions how many demigods?
33
33 crores. Crores.
बात ये सही है।
Is this true or not? 1 crore means 10 million generally. Gurudev is asking,
क्या बोले?
what do you think?
हैं?
Are there really that's millions of demigods?
करोड़ शब्द तो हिंदी में कहा था।
Because crore is in Hindi, the original Sanskrit word is koti. 33
अरे
koti.
कोटि माने प्रकार।
And
33
koti means
प्रकार
actually
के।
types.
कितना
33
है?
types.
33 प्रकार।
33 types of demigods. It's not 33 times 10 million.
33 प्रकार के देव देवियां हैं। हजारों।
33 types.
इसलिए समझने
And
के
maybe
लिए
thousands of demigods.
प्रयास करें।
Anyway, try to understand that.
कोई देव देवी हमें आपको रक्षा भी नहीं करेगी।
No
किंतु
demigod will
गोविंद
protect you. But
आदि
Govinda is the supreme personality of Godhead.
आदि गोविंद सर्व कारण वो सच्चिदानंद विग्रह
He is Sachidananda Vigraha. He is without
गोविंद
beginning.
जय सत्य सर्व सत्य
He is the supreme.
सदा सर्वदा विराजमान है। इसलिए भागवत में
So in the
पहली
Bhagavatam,
श्लोक में कहा
first
है
verse of the Bhagavatam says,
सत्यम
Satyam
परम
Param Dhimahi. I meditate in supreme absolute truth.
सत्य स्वरूप कौन है?
Who is the supreme absolute truth?
स्वयं भगवान कृष्ण।
Bhagavan Krishna.
इसलिए कल मैंने कहा था
Yesterday I told, yesterday I said,
व्यासदेव जी जितने भी
Vyasadeva wrote many books.
विघ्न नाश करने के दूर
And
करने के
to
लिए
remove obstacles, sometimes in the beginning, he even praised Ganesh,
दुर्गा दिन के
or sometimes Durga also, or other demigods or demigoddesses, in other Puranas.
किंतु श्रीमद् भागवत में
But in the Srimad
किसी
Bhagavatam,
देव देवी के बंधन नहीं।
he hasn't praised any
अमर
demigods or
पुराण श्रीमद्
demigoddesses.
भागवतम
Purana, Bhagavata is
अमर
the
पुराण श्रीमद्
immaculate
भागवत
Purana,
में
spotless
एकमात्र
Purana,
भजन
in which only Brajendrananda Shamasundar, the Supreme Lord, is
सत्यम
praised.
परम
Satyam Param Dhimahi. I meditate in the Supreme
परम
Absolute
सत्य जो
Truth.
है
Param
स्वयं
Satyam.
भगवान कृष्ण।
Who is Krishna?
उस परम सत्य भगवान कृष्ण की ही सब आराधना करें।
All should
उनकी
worship
चरण
him.
कमल की वंदना करें।
My praises will be sweet.
इसलिए गीता में स्वयं भगवान का
That's why in the Bhagavad Gita, Swayam Bhagavan says,
सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य
Sarvadharma Parityaja,
मामेकं शरणं व्रज।
give up all the other dharmas, surrender to me. I'll free you from all the sins. Don't worry.
सब कुछ छोड़ करके मेरे
Give up
शरण
everything and then come to my shelter.
में। भगवान कह रहे हैं,
Bhagavan says,
अर्जुन के लक्ष्य करके
actually he was telling to
सब
Arjun,
जीवों के
but
उपदेश
actually he's
है।
giving instructions to all the living entities like this.
गीता की तात्पर्य यही है। समस्त
The
जीवों
Gita,
के
actually, that's the intention of the
भगवान क्या
Gita.
है? उपदेश
Bhagavan
है।
is giving instructions to all the living entities.
अर्जुन तो केवल मात्र
Arjun was only like
लक्ष्य कर,
a medium, like a
किंतु वास्तव में सारे जीवों के उपदेश सब
But
जीवों के
actually,
जो है उपदेश है भक्त।
he's giving instructions
अर्जुन
to
तो
all the
भगवान
living
के
entities.
तत्पर ही करे।
Arjun is the eternal
उनको
associate of
उपदेश देने
Bhagavan.
की कोई जरूरत
So
नहीं
actually,
है।
Arjun doesn't need to get his
किंतु
instructions.
तथापि अर्जुन के लक्ष्य
But still,
है
aiming to Arjun, he was actually telling all of us. Like,
उपदेश दे रहे हैं।
through Arjun, he's actually teaching all of us. So he said, Sarva Dharma Parityaja.
अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयामि मा शुचः। कि मैं ही भगवान
I am Bhagavan.
है। मैं सर्वोपरि हूँ।
I am the
भक्तं
topmost.
प्रतरन्नात् किंचिदस्ति धनंजय। हे धनंजय अर्जुन,
Hey Dhananjay, Arjun,
मुझसे कोई श्रेष्ठ व्यक्ति
there's
नहीं
no one higher than me.
है। इसलिए घर में किसको रखना चाहिए?
So who should you have in your house?
श्रेष्ठ व्यक्ति को रखना चाहिए कि
The
निकृष्ट व्यक्ति को
topmost
रखना
person
चाहिए?
or the inferior person? Who you should have in your house? Topmost
कृष्ण
person.
के मूर्ति रखिए।
So you shouldn't have the dates of Krishna in
ठीक
your
है,
house.
आपने यदि श्रद्धा पक्का नहीं
If you don't have so much faith,
और देव देवता रखना पड़ेगा।
I want to have other demigods.
अपने कुल देवता परंपरा में
I call the demigod of my family or this and that. Or
हाँ, आप सब
he said, oh yeah, I have all in my house.
ठीक है।
Okay, keep all of your house, but you put Krishna on top.
कृष्ण के नहीं रखा
If you don't have Krishna and you have other demigods, demigoddesses,
उस घर में कल्याण नहीं
that you have no benefit in that house.
है। आप ही समझिए।
Do you understand?
सबसे ऊपर किसको रखना पड़ेगा?
So you should put
कृष्ण के।
Krishna on the topmost place.
हैं? और कृष्ण के रख करके उसके नीचे सारे देव देवी के
And then you
रखो।
can put the demigods and demigoddesses at their feet, at Krishna's feet. Because they are all following the instructions of Krishna like servants.
जितने भी
Okay.
देव देवियां हैं,
All the demigods and
भगवान के
demigoddesses,
सेवक
they are servants of Krishna.
ठीक है, सेवक की जरूरत है कि नहीं?
Yeah, the servant is also necessary, of course.
घर में सेवक की जरूरत है। सेवक के लिए भी है, उसके भी एक कमरा चाहिए। ठीक है।
So a servant also needs a room, for
इस
example.
कमरे में रहेगा, सेवक उस कमरे में नहीं।
But the servant will not sleep in the same room as the boss.
हर एक कमरे में रहेगा।
You know, the servant has a
मालिक के
separate
कमरे
room.
में एक साथ में रहेगा।
The servant and the boss will stay in the same room and sit on the same chair.
रखता है कि नहीं रखता?
Will they? No.
मालिक
For example, you're the owner, you're the boss, you're the business owner. You're sitting in some specific chair.
कुर्सी में कौन बैठता है? नौकर जो आपके चौकीदार जो रखा
Your
है।
security guard, for example,
वहाँ पर बैठ जाएंगे।
or your maid, cleaner, will sit on the same place as you. No. Yes or no? No.
यदि आपकी
No.
चेयर पर यदि आपके नौकर बैठ जाए, आपको
If your
क्या
servant sits on your chair, it will look odd, like you won't like it.
लगेगा? जिससे आपको इंसल्ट करना
You feel insulted.
इंसल्ट हो जाता है।
You'll feel insulted.
है कि नहीं?
True or not?
मैनेजर के पोस्ट मैनेजर में रहता है।
The manager has his post and he stays in it. Security guard has his own
सिक्योरिटी गार्ड बाहर
post.
खड़े हैं।
Security guard stays outside next to the door, holding a stick or an arm, for example, gun. No, like a security.
चेयर है जिसमें आप बैठते हैं।
And then there's a chair inside where the owner of the business sits on,
कितने कार बेचा, कितने कार आया, कितना आमदनी रफ्तानी कितना हुआ है?
analyzing everything. You're taking care, managing the money and everything. How much money is coming every month? How much? I don't know your business. How much like you're in and out of your money of your business? Like how much
कहाँ से
transactions? How many
कहाँ से आया?
lakhs and lakhs of rupees coming or going?
है?
You keep all the calculation. Yes, you keep all
तो
the
उसी चेयर पर सिक्योरिटी गार्ड आके बैठे।
data. So your security guard comes and sits on that chair where you make all your calculations of. You will like it? No. He said no.
वो सिक्योरिटी गार्ड को आप निकाल दो।
You will actually kick out the security guard. You sat on my chair. Do you think you became the?
निकालना नहीं है। सिक्योरिटी गार्ड अपमान करेंगे आपको निकालना नहीं है।
And then he said, I wouldn't fire him.
अरे उसको निकाल दो।
Then Gurudev said, no, you should fire him. And then the Prabhu was saying, no, but I should just explain, not fire him. And Gurudev said, no,
पागल है।
because that security man who does that means he's crazy, so you should fire him, certainly.
पागल के
You have to fire me. Listen to me. If someone is crazy, you know, there's a hospice, like a crazy man, like a madman used to treat, you put him there. You put him the treatment in the hospice, like hospice means, how do you call it? Psychiatrical hospital. Because security guard should not sit on your chair. That's if he is sat means he's completely mad, nuts. He's crazy man, madman.
एक दिन बैठ
But the guy is trying to say no, but still, like I have to take care of him or something. And Gurudev saying, oh God, no.
बैठने के लिए उसे झुकता होनी चाहिए ना।
He should be qualified to sit on your chair. Can you sit on any place?
समझता नहीं तो पागल का है।
He's saying, oh, I have to try to explain. Maybe that he doesn't know. Then Gurudev said, if he didn't know, he was crazy. Means he's crazy. You have to kick out, means fire this kind of security guard who does something like that.
एक मर्यादा होता है।
There are rules need to be followed.
मर्यादा जहाँ पर उल्लंघन
If you transgress the etiquette and proper rules and etiquette,
समाज
the society will be destroyed, will be harmed.
इसलिए इसे समझने के
So
प्रयास
try to understand that, okay? Everybody has their own qualifications. That's what I was saying. All the demigods and demigoddesses. We are the servants, female and male servants of Bhagavan. So in the Gita, Bhagavan says, Mata Tarataram Nanyat, I'm the highest. There's nothing higher than me, hidden and dark. Arjun, listen to me. There's nothing higher than me. Brahma and Shiva, all of them are my servants, female servants and male servants. Lord Shiva with his 5 mouths, not only 1 mouth, 5 mouths, is praising Bhagavan. Brahma has 4 mouths, Chaturmukh Brahma.
Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Brahma Samhita में स्पष्टीकरण कर रहे हैं गोविंदमादि पुरुषम.
Brahma Samhita explains clearly.
Hey
Govinda Adipurush. Again and again, I do my pranams to your lotus feet. Brahma and Shiva, Narada, all of them, even Indra and all the demigods, the protector of all the directions, all of them, they are praising the feet of Krishna, stutis, prayers to his feet. So that's why in your house you should have Govinda in the topmost place, in the top, on the top. You made a beautiful temple, but you haven't established Govinda in your temple. You haven't established Krishna. That house is not a house. So in your house you must have in your house Govinda. On the top, Ram. Vishnu Tattva. Whatever you want because of Vishnu Tattva. Some people have Vishnu. Those are devotees of Vishnu. They have in their house the 4 arms form of Vishnu with chakra, you know, like lotus disc on his hands. Those who are devotees of Ram, they put Ram on the topmost place. Those who are devotees of Krishna, they put Krishna on the top. So, if you worship him, you should worship only one person, Govinda. If you do worship to Govinda, then that's the topmost. That's why in the Gita Krishna says, I'm the topmost. There's nothing higher than me. Mata Parataram Nanyat. It's not a matter of ego of Krishna. Because who is the owner of the house? You, for example, isn't it? So you also honor everyone. You honor your kids, and they also honor you. Like everyone honors you as, oh father, Pitaji, my father. So the position of the father is the position of the father, Pitaji. So imagine someone thinks, oh, I also sit. Imagine your son wanting to sit on your position as the Pitaji. This is wrong or not? That's wrong. What your wife will say? Imagine if your son, the wife will say, oh, you're my son, not my husband. So you have to have this understanding, proper understanding. The place of the father is the place of the father, position of the father. So first you have to understand, parents are the topmost for us. Topmost. If the son says, oh no, I also want to sit in the place of my father, that's wrong. According to Indian culture, that's wrong. Completely wrong. Wrong siddhant. Place of parents is the topmost. Like in the family, for example. Children, they serve their parents. We should have all these conceptions and understanding. Like you said, oh no, even if my servant wants to sit on my chair or something, no. But if you would do that, that's completely wrong. Apasiddhant. Wrong understanding. No. So, our topmost parents is God. So this prayer for Govinda, he's our real mother, real father, real friend. We should worship Govinda. Topmost is Hari, he's the topmost. Brahma, Shiva, all of them. Still, we have to honor them, not dishonor the demigods. Never dishonor any demigod. Never. We should honor everyone. Respect everyone. Because all these demigods, they actually Vaishnavas also. They worship Govinda, all of them. The demigods and demigoddesses, they are Vaishnavas or Vaishnavis. Actually, if you go one place of Vaishnavi Devi, have you been there? No. Oh. Vaishnavi Devi, she's a Vaishnavi. Means Devi means Durga, she's also a Vaishnavi. That's why there's one Durga name called Vaishnavi Devi. So never criticize any demigod. Honor all of them. But you should not think all are same. They are not the same. He just said, oh, all are the same. No, Guru said they are not the same. But don't criticize anyone. Navagya means never dishonor. According to their position, you honor them. Give honor according to their position. Even those who sweep the floor, for example, they are also they're sweepers, and that's their position. And those who work in office, everyone serves according to their level and their position. All of them also are part of the government. For example, one is the president, and the other one is what? The sevak, means someone who serves in that government. Rashtrapati means president. And except the president, everyone is actually a servant of that government. According to the constitution, the position of the president or prime minister is the topmost. Rashtrapati is the president. So the current Rashtrapati, like president, is called Draupadi something. Rashtrapati. It's like, so the president, he has a position for some time. And except the president, everyone else, even the prime minister and all the other ministers, they are even a sweeper in the government. He's a servant. They are servants of the government. So only Rashtrapati means the president, and the other one are servants of the government. So this is the teaching for us. We have to honor and respect everyone. We honor even the sweeper. Why? Because he's serving. Understand? So the hardest thing is to sweep the floor, actually. To serve. It's really hard to sweep. To broom. It's really hard, very hard, the hardest. It's not so easy to clean. Clean everything, keep everything clean. Keep everything clean. It's very, very hard. So we also honor him as well. So in this way, all the demigods and demigoddesses, by the desire of God, by his order, they perform everything. The moon, the sun, all of them, they stay in their own position and they serve accordingly. And by the desire of Govinda, by the order of Govinda, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. The moon also, Varun, all of the gods, whatever they do is by the desire and order of Govinda. So you should never dishonor them as well. You should honor all. So you should memorize this verse. Harir eva sadarada sarvadare sarveswaraha. Itare Brahma Rudradda Navagya Kadachanam. You should memorize this verse. Itare Brahma Rudra means Brahma, Shiva, etc. All of them. All the demigods and demigoddesses. You should honor them properly, not dishonor. This is the conception of the scriptures. So, on the top level in your house, you should have Govinda. If you have Govinda, then you see that your house will be always with peace and happiness. But if you don't have Govinda, and even if you have done many things, still you won't find peace in your house. Chaos will spread. That's why from now on you have to have in your house what? Govinda. So you should have a beautiful deity of Govinda here. Early in the morning, wake up and touch the feet of Govinda and pray to Govinda. Then your house will be always full of auspiciousness. All the auspiciousness comes from home. Only from Govinda. If you pray to Govinda, Govinda Stuti, you get everything. And in this Kali Yuga, the same Govinda appeared as holy names. By chanting holy names in Kali Yuga, a human being is able to cross the ocean of material existence only by taking shelter of holy names. In Satya Yuga, people used to meditate. In Satya Yuga, people used to do fire sacrifice. Swaha, swaha. In Dwapara Yuga, they used to do archan. And in Kali Yuga, Nama Sankirtan. In Kali Yuga, Nama Sankirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram. Which holy names you should sing in Kali Yuga? You may think. So hear carefully. I'm about to finish my class. It's already 2 p.m. So from 5 o'clock we'll start the Hari-katha evening class. So once in Kailash, Vishnu and Parvati were present. Devi Parvati herself, she was serving Lord Shiva and she was preparing his food. One day, Parvati got late in preparing the prasadam. Shiva said, "Why are you late today with the prasadam?" Devi Parvati answered and said, "Oh Mahadeva, oh my husband, because today I took a vow, a vrat. Actually, I have taken a vow that every day I want to recite Vishnu Sahasranam. And only after I'll take prasad, after reciting Vishnu Sahasranam. Only eat after reciting the 1,000 names of Vishnu. So I have made this promise. So how many names? 1,000 names of Vishnu. It's called Vishnu Sahasranam. And that's why I got late today." Then Mahadeva said, "Oh, look, Devi, I'll tell you a secret, okay? The same fruit you get by chanting 1,000 names of Vishnu, you also get if you take 3 times the name of Ram. 3 times. 1,000 names of Vishnu. Reading all those names, how much time does it take? That same amount. But anyway, the fruit you get only by saying, say. 3 times the names of Ram. So you got the benefit of reciting 1,000 names of Vishnu.
होता है तो 3 बार राम नाम जप करेंगे।
Same amount as reciting 3 names of Brahm.
ग्रंथ देखा कि नहीं?
Have you seen the Vishnu Sahasranam? It's a big book
विष्णु सहस्त्रनाम लिखा है।
of 5000 names of Vishnu.
विष्णु के लिए। कितने समय लगेंगे?
How long does it take? Maybe 15 minutes to recite all that, or 20 minutes.
और 3 बार राम नाम करो।
But to recite 3 names of Ram, anyway, you got the same result.
हो गया कि नहीं?
It's
समय बच गया।
easier, right? You're saving time.
तो इस कथा को सुन करके देवी पार्वती को प्रसन्न हो गई। अच्छी बात है। पर इससे
Hearing
और
that,
कोई
Devi
इससे
Parvati was really, really happy. And it's like, wow, and is there even an easier way, even easier? Then Mahadeva said, yes, there's even some easier way, even and more like, quick.
राम नाम करने से जो
Because the fruit you get by reciting 3 times the name of Ram, but 1 time chanting the name of Krishna, you get the same result. Only 1 time the name of Krishna. Just by saying Hare Krishna, you got the same result of 3 times the name of Ram. Hearing that, Devi Parvati said, oh, and something isn't even easier, that's like even quicker. Hearing that, Mahadev said, oh, now I tell the secrets of the secrets. You know, the secrets. If the fruit you get by chanting 100 times the name of Krishna,
Krishna 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 कितना बार हो गया? 100 बार। बोले 100 बार कृष्ण नाम करने जो फल होता है।
same fruit of reciting the name of Krishna 100 times is one time you chant Radhe is 100 times the name of Krishna. So the best name to be chanted is Radhe. The sweetest, the quickest, the easiest. So which name we should chant?
Radhe 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 Jai Jai